of the MPs and all that, I I I believe that Kujoto and Sam George are going to rubbish it. They're going to throw it away because even in Britain, the immediate past Prime Minister of Britain, Rishi Sunak, was called and charged for driving offences. Now, let me come to this fuel pricing, David. This is the economy that we are in now. It's the new economy because he made it to understand that he was given an appointment as the head of the EMT, the Economic Management Team. This is what he told us, and is I have my own vision saga, or I have my own vision statement that he brought out. So this is Baunia economy. Now, Baunia took a gallon of fuel from Mahama at 14 cities. Now, a gallon of fuel is 70 cities. The 14 cities now, we are buying the liter at, I check right now, I bought it from this Voice Research where I'll be buying it right now. It is 15.94. It means from tomorrow going, I'm going to buy it more than 16 per liter. So this is Baunia economy. From 14 cities gallon to 70 cities gallon. And all this has come about because of the high taxes and the dollar, our city depreciation. Baunia told us that he is going to, Baunia when he was coming, he was.
We'll hear you, Kofi. Let's keep it simple, straight to the point, so others can also share their thoughts with us. Kofi Beidou, thanks very much for joining us. Elvis, hold the line for me, please, Elvis. Kofi is on as well. Kofi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, dude.
Yeah, Kofi, let's hear you.
Good morning to Mr. Kofi Beidou. I hope you are fine. It's been a long time since you visited me. Look, our people, when we vote for them to become MPs, ministers, presidents, and the rest, when they get the positions, then they think we, those who voted them to power, are fools. We don't have sense. We don't have anything. They don't think of us. How? We are talking about myself by MP. We say we represent our constituency. Meanwhile, we Pesarin. Now they will mark with school. Now they so we meeting day meeting. Muko tra parliament one yeah na muko di mu nyoma adia ayi mu constituency CMP abai ne de ba yempe muko tuntia obeti anem NDC bo asole de ya boycott na ya ma MPP bo no mata ase ndi je me bufu kura ye me tan ni say wo mo nyele ya ho hwe petrol tuntum ya tutumu ye ni gasi wo ko airport runabout gas filling station na wo on wo so filling gas ye say 90 cities and 100 cities now 100 of it you half and
so that I cannot substantiate that. Kofi, I have to say thank you to you right now. Elvis, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm well. Thanks for your patience, Elvis. Let's hear you, sir.
Very short. I think these MPs think that they are in a nation, in a country that the public servant is more important than the people that they are serving. It is only in Ghana that you can hear this, that they attend meetings, and for that matter, they should be given vehicles with sirens and driving without a limit. This is unthinkable. I think they should have a second look at what they are discussing. They should just put a stop to it. We don't need to talk about this in this country. Look at the economy that we find ourselves in. They are not thinking about that. They are thinking about themselves. I'm okay, David. Let's end it here.
Well, Elvis, I hear you, and I'm happy that you didn't throw any bombs this morning. Let's be guided by what we say. I mean, yes, the emotions will be there, but let's choose our words carefully. 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. There's a probability that petrol prices will go up today by some 4%. It would also affect LPG. And then you've heard members of parliament and ministers say, Charlie, they have laid down an airline before parliament. They need to be driving with sirens and also drive without speed limits.
I just saw a news item I like the heading. MPs and ministers have heavy workloads. They cannot stay in traffic, and they appear to be Back's new airline.
Well, doctors who are supposed to go attend to patients and go to theater, they stay in the same traffic, in the same pothole streets. Ken, good morning. Hello, Ken. All right, so I think we lost Ken. Did we lose Ken? Charles, good morning.
Hi.
Yeah, Charles, welcome, sir. Let's hear you.
Hi, Dave. I think you just made my own point. I'm thinking they should, if they really want to have it, then they should also add doctors. One nonsense is that these people, I don't know what they took it for, but I think we are our own doing. I remember once my wife was in labor, and we had to get to Confirmation, and there was a lot of traffic. And I actually turned on my hazard and horning for people to give me the. But this, nobody minded me. I was there and I saw a V8 coming from the other side of Confirmation. The guy didn't even horn or do anything, but people just started moving away, giving him way to come. And I really got annoyed and got out from the car to talk to the other people. But what's wrong with you? I've been here horning all this while. You didn't mind me. This car coming from this, I don't even know where it's going. But automatically, you guys have given him way to come. So I think we are our own doing. They see we are poor, so they can take advantage of us. What's workload?
Charles, are you a health professional? Are you a doctor?
Yes, I am.
All right, Charlie, God be with you. I continue to save lives here in Ghana. We know the conditions under which people even work at Confanoche Teaching Hospital. Very bad, isn't it? Thanks, Dr. Charles, for calling us. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
Welcome, Ken.
Dave, you know what? For all my life, I've been trained that we earn respect, we don't gain respect. Sometimes you don't want us to speak against our leaders. Against means use any other words than to praise them. They don't deserve it. If you are doing something which call for the other word to use on you, I think you caused it or you needed it, and we must use those words on you. Maybe back on what we are talking about, you see, my only concern here has to do with the fact that when they slip off the road, it may affect the innocent person. Who cares? They can go on the top speed and then nobody cares. They can kill themselves. Because the one who made the machine has considered speed limit. And then we always call for don't drive over speeding and that kind of stuff. Here you are saying you should drive anyhow you want without any speed limit. For football issues, we can't talk about it because it will happen and continue to happen to us until we all learn, we all get the sense. Sometimes I'm like, the politician, every day I can't say me bra. Hey. You're really behind them.
Ken, thanks very much for joining us. And listen, for me, even like Eugene is saying, the Bureau of Public Safety, when then we can say, okay, they cannot drive beyond certain limits. Don't go beyond, let's say, 90 or 80. But when we say with that speed limit, Charlie, what are we really communicating? And this is going to be backed by law?
No, Dave, you see, imagine you are coming from Mackenzie. You are using that Roga Johnson there to the Asokwani Road. And because you're a member of parliament, all the settlement there, you drive it. I mean, the law is not thinking broadly, in my view.
Abraham, good morning.
Highway, fine. But there are places you cannot even drive 20.
Abraham, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Welcome, Abraham. Let's hear you, sir.
I hope you're doing well.
Charlie, I'm hanging in here.
We also are one. What can we do? You are pensioning, so you are pensioning. These people, I don't know what is wrong with them. One, they were voted into power by we the citizens. So why are they trying to impose something on us? When we have voted them into power, they even go to parliament by themselves. They were voted into power. Why can't this be sent to a referendum? for them to know that we voted them to power and they cannot dictate anything to us. They are supposed to work on our behalf, not on their own behalf, on themselves. You are dying from being useless things that you've been doing. And now you want to give the freedom for you to drive as you want. Well, anyway, if they want to die and perish, that's the thing for them. Yeah, I'm really sad for them. Sad for them.
But if they're going to drive recklessly and die alone, that is their business. But for all you know, they create problems for people who are also using their roads. Listen, these essential service providers who are like the ambulances and co, you and I know that when you call on them, listen, there's an accident happened somewhere. The ambulance service, when you call them, will not be able to arrive on time. It is a taxi driver that will use his vehicle to convey the person, the sick person, the injured person, to the hospital. And then they'll show double traffic and be blind, they are ping. You won't share and fix it. Ambulance problem, no. Won't share and fix it, no. Bafo, good morning.
Good morning.
Bafo, welcome, sir. Let's hear you.
You see, they are trying to legalize the indiscipline we are seeing on the streets, where all you need is a V8 Land Cruiser, and then you suddenly become a VIP, and you can blow your horn anyway and drive recklessly in town. And that is what they are trying to validate. Elsewhere, the people who are really working, you go to Germany and other countries, the people who are really working for their people, they don't even want to use sirens or security people. They join the queue just like everybody else, because they believe that if the system is working, we all benefit. What are they going to do for us? When you find these people come to town, the way they are assigned, and they are boys, use the V8 vehicles in town, and the sirens, look at the speed from the Araga stretch to the airport area. And we are going to endorse this and validate it and say that now, depending on whoever is driving, you don't even know, there are no name tags. So somebody can speed carelessly in town and you have to park aside for that person. What are they even doing for us?
So Bafo, you are saying that they're overspeeding that longer. It is reckless driving they are doing. These young boys who follow some of these members of politicians, let me put it that way. The young ones amongst them, they drink whatever they want to drink. They are recklessness on the road there. Especially when they are from a funeral. And you see the convoy and what they do on our roads.
Yeah, I've been a witness to some of this.
And the unfortunate thing is, this is one of the cases where you have NDC, MPP uniting and passing this law.
My good friend, Dr. Dominic Kaini, former AG, backed the law. And their peer could be backing the law. When it comes to their
when it comes to these things, they unite. When they unite,
yes.
No walkout. You don't follow.
They speak in unison. When it
let me speak to John. Good morning, sir.
Listeners, Bibi, you be dear and yet higher, yet can a mumbo dear children, and what you should tell some near no Kurana, yet can and yet.
So, Kofi, be guided with your choice of words. So, if you say, for example, you've gone to a filling station to buy gas, LPG, and you mention the place, and you are saying that we will have a mouth. I cannot verify this, and I cannot allow you to say this. Where's our fault? Kofi, thank you. John, Kofi, thanks for passing through. But listen, listeners out there, we say we are discerning people. Now, if somebody comes to run you down or your business down, I will not sit here and allow the person to do that. Because I cannot prove that. I cannot verify and say, oh, what he's saying is true. So if you say I should be able to go and try and check when and where and how, after the show, then I can go and do that. Well, is it Mabwa? Mabwa. Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, what I have to say, we have the road sign. That's a speeding chief. So now, if we allow these people to speed around, that sign, that road sign, is it still valid? Or is not valid for some people? I would rather say that then maybe we have to get a helicopter. Since they say that they have to meet deadline. Then they lead helicopters rather. That one will be even faster than the vehicle. So about the fuel prices, I don't really know why we have designed this system. That our leaders should not rather show us the example. They are not buying fuel. So when they don't buy the fuel, they can load it on us. But when they are also in the ditch, they will know how hot it is. But we have designed a system that our leaders should not, pay tax. They don't pay anything electricity bill, they don't pay, then we are paying. What is the example that they are showing to us? You see, so it is time we have to restructure these things and they have to buy the fuel. So that when the price is increased, and they also feel it. But they don't feel it. So they come and then fuel prices will be going high. For them to accumulate, whatever they have to accumulate through the sweat of the taxpayer.
Mabwa, thanks very much for joining us. 0322083596, 0322083597, and 0322083598. Two issues on board today. Fuel prices are going to go up today. So petrol, diesel, and LPG gas, LPG are all going to go up today. Again, members of parliament and ministers of state says, well, they ought to be allowed to use sirens and also drive without any speed limits. What's your take on all these? Joshua, good morning. Joshua.
The increase in fuel prices looks surprising again. Where I am, Dave, let me ask you, do you think that there will be a nation that will wake up to the better? Judging by the way the country is sinking day in, day out. I think this is what we are going to we actually go to the animal farm. So you don't understand. When this is start, this is the only time you see the opposition and then the other party, yeah. What at all are they even overspeeding to do for us? Is it not for their personal aggrandizement? Oh, Mother Ghana.
Mother Ghana indeed. Let me speak to our final caller. Or we should pick a few more. Baba, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Baba, I'm well. Let's hear you, Baba.
Yeah, I listened to your program. I think the people who are moving for that idea, with all apology, they lack any thinking. It's naive. If they want, they should build, they should provide helicopters for them. Helicopters. They don't cause traffic. Or they should build their own roads for them, so they'll use. And this is my suggestion. They should give them roads, their own roads, or they should give them helicopters. Thank you.
Sometimes we Friday and you may Ghana name at your bedi and baby or Tibet to enough, my Ghana, you know how that. I think so. Any part taking it for granted for Sadi and into me any minimum as a Ghana in India. Oh, no, I didn't for that. And unnecessary campaign in politics. Unnecessary campaign in politics. She can't guess or more to near my not any interest, not seeking in a politics more from being on Matana baby, a child in a D. Any particular jam or country.
Albert is also on the line. Kojo is also on the line. They are the two final callers we'll be speaking to. Albert, welcome. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Let's hear you, Albert.
Thank you. When I see learned people think this way, it kind of makes me cry for our educational system. Because they claim to be learned, they claim to be at the parliament, they claim to represent the interests of the people. But everything they do, in every way, everything they say, goes to prove otherwise. They are hungry politicians thinking about themselves, not thinking about the common person and then how their actions and decisions affect each and every one of us. Look at the prices of petroleum products currently. And then look at the way they are mismanaging our money, our taxes. When you think about these things, and then to come out and say that you want to use sirens in your cars that have been paid for by the taxpayers' money, and then you want to exclude a speed limit in your vehicle so that you can kill our children on the road. Because this is what they are going to do. Look at what you were saying earlier about the Angola road towards the airport runabout. Overspeeding, and then if a child crosses the road, they are dead. This is what they want to do to us now. And then we would also show them that the policies they are bringing about should affect us. On December 7th, we are going to prove to them that the power lies with us and not with them. Thank you.
Albert, thank you very much for joining us. Our very final caller is in Kojo. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, Kojo. Let's hear you.
Dave, it's so sad waking up this morning and listening to you on radio that let me say the politicians, they want us to allow them to drive at any speed limit they want. You see how frustrated you are at the studio. That is how we all Ghanaians we are. We are not talking about NPP, we are not talking about NDC. These people are joking with our life. God should have mercy upon us. I'm so, excuse my language, I'm so angry. I'm so frustrated to even listen to you. But it will judge all of us. Thank you very much, sir.
You're most welcome, sir. Keep listening to Love 99.5. And Stanley, they come here sometimes for programs. I attend programs where, I'm emceeing. And throughout the emceeing period, it could be 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or 3 hours. Their V8 is packed. The engine is on, AC on. It is the taxpayers' money that they get the fuel coupons and all the free fuels for. Same taxpayers' money that has been used to buy that V8 the person is driving in. Why? What is the crime or the offense of the Ghanaian who voted you into office? What is his wrong? What is his mistake? That he thinks that, okay, let me elect somebody who will better my lot. And he therefore listens to all the lies you told, and based on the lies, trusted or believed in the lies, you go out there, he votes for you, you get opportunity, and these are the things that you're thinking about. If you listen